If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisegel.com to see the full video on the topic. In our previous fundraising episode, we had walked you through the basic funnel. Build your investor list, nurture and qualify the investors, then create an urgency to close. That foundation gets you from zero to the term sheet. Today, we're going a step further because once you're managing multiple interested investors, the game completely changes. How do you orchestrate multiple tracks, optimize deal terms, and select investors strategically and not just grab the first check? The multi track orchestration strategy. Basic fundraising is linear. Investor by investor until someone says yes. Advanced fundraising runs multiple parallel tracks to create competitive tension and maximize optimality. Let's dig deeper into the three-track framework. Track 1, that is a champion track. Investors who are genuinely excited and moving fast. You likely lead the candidates and get these to the term sheet as quickly as possible. Secondly, the strategic track. You're talking to investors who bring in more than just money. It might be customers, partnerships, or expertise. They move slower but offer unique value. You need to keep them warm while pushing track 1. And finally, the backup track, wherein you have solid investors who could step in if track 1 falls through. Regular updates, but they're not your primary focus. And they're an insurance against your deal collapse. Let's talk about advanced investor psychology and influence tactics. Now, basic fundraising focuses on your pitch, but advanced fundraising understands investor psychology and leverages behavioral triggers. The 5 psychological triggers. First and foremost, let's talk about the social proof cascading. Instead of saying that other investors are interested, talk about specifics. Which other fund is interested? Which other investors are interested? Secondly, the loss aversion amplification. We are likely oversubscribed. We may need to cut allocations if rounds fail before Friday. Thirdly, the authority positioning. Share validation from credible sources they respect, the industry leaders that they respect, or tell them which industry leaders might have joined your advisory board. Fourthly, the timing urgency, which needs to be real and not artificial. Base urgency on genuine business milestones. And lastly, exclusive access framing. We are only taking 2 to 3 funds for the lead position, and here's why we think that your fund is the ideal part. Next, let's talk about the strategic investor selection, which is beyond the check size. Basic fundraising optimizes for valuation and the check size. Advanced fundraising evaluates investors across multiple strategic dimensions, which can be capital quality, strategic value, founder compatibility. Actually, there is a strategic investor evaluation matrix that we would like to introduce to you. First and foremost, the capital quality. Give it 30% of weightage. Check size and follow-on capacity, speed of decision making, and valuation competitiveness. Next, we come to the strategic value. Give it 40% of weightage. Customer introductions and business development potential, industry expertise, and operational support. And lastly, network access for the future rounds. Then we come to the founder compatibility. Give it 30% of weightage, communication style and involvement level, track record with founder support during the challenges, and preferences from other portfolio CEOs. Now let's talk about the advanced deal term optimization. Basic fundraising focuses on valuation. Advanced fundraising optimizes the entire term sheet for long-term value creation. The term sheet optimization framework is, first and foremost, the board composition. Maintain founder control as long as possible. Negotiate board observer seats instead of voting seats. Include independent board member selection process. Then you have the liquidation preferences. Push for 1x non-participating preferred. Avoid multiple liquidation preferences and negotiate conversion triggers for high performance scenarios. Thirdly, the anti-dilution provisions. Make sure that you have narrow base weighted average. Avoid broad-based weighted averages. Negotiate carve-outs for employee options. And then you have the protective provisions. Limit investor veto rights to major decisions only. Avoid operational control provisions. And maintain flexibility for fast decision making. Use the option value trade as an advanced negotiation tactic. Offer lower valuation in exchange for better terms. A sophisticated approach out here is to model different scenarios and exit values to understand true economic impact of term variation. This brings us to the post-term sheet, which is closing execution mastery. Getting a term sheet isn't the finish line, it's the start of closing execution. Advanced founders manage this phase very strategically. The closing optimization framework is first and foremost the legal process management, then the investor certificate assembly, and then the risk management. Your goals being to manage 10 plus investor relationships across multiple tracks simultaneously, achieving 2 plus term sheets through competitive process management, optimize the deal terms for long term value beyond just the valuations, and complete the fundraising process in less than 3 months from the first meeting. We hope that you've enjoyed the preview edition of this topic. If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisehgal.com to see the full video on the topic.